interesting, and I think it's a valid question.
Whether that's the reality or not, I don't know, but it's certainly the perception, and the perception is really what matters, and it's what matters in elections. I think he would have done better by Democrats to have defended his record through this cycle the same way he did in 2012 when he was on the ballot. And so, look, ultimately, yes, the president is relevant, will stay relevant for the next 2 years, particularly if there's a Republican Senate and House. But he's got to start fighting for himself.
I mean, irrelevant by virtue of the fact that you're the president of the United States, and past that, it's what you carve out. And it comes to mind what David Axelrod said, Mary Catherine, and he said the president's not so good at the theatrics sometimes of the office, and I wonder how good he is at selling his Obama doctrine. Who is he? What does he stand for? What is his vision for the country?
I think Stephen hit upon it when he said he was happy to make the case when he was on the ballot. He's very good at theatricality when it comes to electing himself and getting himself reelected. When it comes to the nuts and bolts of pushing things in Congress and making the sell on pieces of policy, he's not as good at that. But he's very good at making the sell for himself. And I think when you see in this cycle, he doesn't make that sustained case. People are not feeling economic growth. They're not feeling that things are getting better. He's not making a sustained case. And what he does is do these one-off interviews where he says, hey, all these red state Democrats that are running from me, they're really strong supporters of mine, which is kind of the worst of both worlds, because now those red state Democrats are in trouble. The Republicans of the states can use that, and there was no sustained case for his side.
All right, Stephen, MK, thank you very much. We'll see you guys next time.
So ISIS may have just crossed another red line. U.S. officials looking at reports that the terror group may have used chemical weapons. General Jack Keane will take that on in a matter of moments here.
And the latest on the canine hero.
Takes a child to a bar and to the racetrack.
Who passed the your Cheerios?
Oh, we can do that?
Here, this should be familiar.
Got this.
No prick. Big prick.
St. Vincent, rated PG-13, now playing.
Martini.
Yes.
Getting something? Look at that line.
That's right. So we know that James Bond liked his martinis with a twist, but even 007 would not be able to resist this adorable martini bell. This was completely handcrafted. And what we did was we got an e-collar from the vet for Gibson. And then
Gibson loves.
Which Gibson is really into. And then we also just got a dowel. We stuck snail form, which are the things that plants come in.